Hello, good day everyone. Today we are going to guide you through how to write a simple precis. What is the meaning of precis? Precis means a concise or abridged statement. In other words, a clear, brief, well-connected summary or a gist of written or spoken matter. The importance of precis writing has increased with the increased pace of fast-moving world. The object of precis writing is to bring out the main idea or a theme of a genre into a concise form preserving the spirit of the original. Title is the precis of the precis. That means, as I always say, title is the best summary of a passage or a text. It can be a word, a phrase, or a short, pretty sentence. It should be a key phrase which is naturally found in the opening sentence. There are some exceptions too, where you find this key phrase at the end of the sentence or somewhere in the middle of the passage. Just our next concern is which person point of view we should write a precis. Yes, normally as a rule, it should be written in third person. If there are dialogue should be reported in third person. Next questions are, what tense we should write a precis, or what is the form of speech? Normally a precis is written in past tense, and the form of speech is not the direct speech. We should write them in indirect speech or indirect form. And the last thing, what is the length? What length we should write a precis? It should be 1/3 of the original text. If there are 150 words in the original text, the precis should be 50 words or less. I'm going to give you some simple tips to improve your precis writing skills. Number 1. Understand the passage well. Read the passage well to grasp the subject matter. Do it several times. Do not start precis unless you have fully understood the given passage. And the second one, mark out the main theme of the given piece of genre. What is the main theme? Try to find what line best describes the whole passage. That is the main theme of the text. You may highlight that one. You can use a separate highlighter for this one. And try to find the subordinate ideas. What is a subordinate idea? Subordinate idea means what ideas support the main theme. Right? Try to identify those ideas and highlight them using separate highlighters. Better if you can use several highlighters for that one. Or you can use several methods. You can underline them, you can circle them, you can box circle them. Use whatever resources available and mark out the subordinate ideas and the main idea. That should be your second task. The third task is sorting out the information you found. Put the numbers according to the importance of ideas, like 1, 2 and 3. Which idea should come first and which idea should come second. And you can put numbers according to the importance. That should be your next task. Your next task is to reduce the size of your text. For that you can remove unnecessary parts in the text without harming the spirit of the original text, so that you can avoid remarks, illustrations, examples, quotations, etc. Those give added information to the points you found. So you can remove the examples and added points to reduce the number of words. Right, now we have done the basic things. Now your task is to make a draft. So make a rough sketch giving the main theme and all the ideas in the passage in your own simple language. I stress here, you have to use your own simple language for this one. And the next important thing is never include your personal ideas or comments in the precis. Only produce the original ideas of the author in easy to understand sentences. And further, use only indirect form of speech, third person and past tense. And be careful of the opening sentence of your precis. It usually carries the key point or the theme of the precis. And the other most important thing, do not extract the high-flown language from the original text. That is idle. Try to use your own simple, concise and idiomatic English. It is better if you can use your own sentences without using a single word from the original text. And next thing is avoid spellings, punctuation and grammatical mistakes. Revise the draft to find out whether your precis follow the above guidelines and whether you miss any important details. Right, now you have done the basic things correctly. Our next task is producing the precis on a paper. So let's start. Draw a table of 5 columns and sufficient rows according to the amount of words. And next task is writing. Write one word in each cell. Even articles like the considered as a word. The punctuation marks are not words. Do not write them in a single cell. Okay, now your precis is over. Try to give a suitable title. Remember, it is important to write a title for the precis. Hope you have a basic idea of how to write a precis. If you have not understood, you can look at this example. Okay, we are going to do a simple activity on precis writing. Okay, this is only a simple sample text. In the exam, you will be given more lengthy and complex passages. For your easy understanding, I have chosen a simple and easy to digest paragraph. Okay, there are 133 words in the passage, so we have to reduce this into 1/3 of the original text. Let's see how we are going to do this. As we discussed earlier, your first task is to identify the thematic sentence. So I have highlighted it using green color and the supporting details using the blue color and yellow color. Okay, let's do this step by step. Okay, this is the topic sentence. So we are going to reduce this topic sentence into a small sentence. So look at the topic sentence. Teaching is the noblest profession. A teacher has a sacred duty to perform. It is he on whom rests the responsibility of molding characters of young children. The gist of the thematic sentence or the central idea of the marked sentence is teaching is a noble profession. As you can see, all the other details support this central idea. That means those are the examples to show how teaching becomes a noble profession. We can cut off those extended informations to reduce the number of words. Okay, let's move to the next part. Again, the mark idea is somewhat lengthy. Okay, let's go through that one. Apart from developing their intellect, he can inculcate in them qualities of good citizenship, remaining neat and clean, talking decently, and sitting properly. These virtues are not easy to be imbibed. Only he who himself leads a life of simplicity, purity, and rigid discipline can successfully cultivate these habits in pupils. Gist of this idea or gist of this marked central idea is the noble teacher not only educates the child but also develops child's social well-being and manners. So how have we done that one? We have done this by incorporating ideas. That means putting a number of words into a single word. Look at the examples. Qualities of good citizenship. Remaining neat and clean. We can put that into a single word called social well-being. Look at the second example. Talking decently and sitting properly. We call these things as manners. Look at the last one. Developing intellect can be used in the word educate. We have incorporated words into single words to reduce the number of words. In that way, we have generated this gist without harming the sense of the sentence. Okay, let's look at the next subordinate idea. Besides a teacher always remain young, he may grow old in age, but not in spite. Perpetual contact with budding youth keep him happy and cheerful. There are moments when domestic worries weigh heavily on his mind, but the delightful company of innocent children makes him overcome his transient mood of despair. So again, we have summarized this idea into a small sentence. He remains forever young as he can find pleasure in young company, forgetting his burdens of life. So what have we done here? The first thing we have done is removing repeated words. For example, remain young, may grow old in age, but not in spite. And we have used a single word for that, forever young. We have used this forever young word with a metaphorical meaning. As we had done in earlier one, we have incorporated the words his worries and moods of despair into burdens of life. So in that way, we can reduce the number of words. This is the final product. We have reduced the number of words into 1/3 of the original text. So it is time to write the precis. For that, you have to draw a table of 5 columns and number the rows. So you can decide the number of rows according to the number of words. After writing the precis, you can give it a title and write the number of words at the end of the precis. Right, remember the articles like the are also used as words. Do not use punctuation marks in separate cells. Okay, I think you have got the basic idea of how to write a precis. In our next videos, you can learn more about this. Hope you have a basic idea about how to write a precis. In our next videos, we will be further discussing on how to incorporate words into single words and further how to write a precis. If you want to read this article, you can visit our blog www.litspring.com. There are some additional details also. You can visit there and watch it. If you find this article is useful, share it among your friends. If you are new, subscribe to our channel and click on the bell icon to receive notification in our next video release. Until next video, bye.